Now that the dust has finally settled, let's take a look into what the signing of Declan Rice means for Arsenal Football Club. Rice, baby, finally, I woke up to the news that Declan Rice has signed for Arsenal. What does this mean? This is a transformational signing, and not just in the sense of his ball playing ability, but in the sense of the whole club as a whole, in the sense of trying to repair our image in the footballing community. Images are very important. There's a reason why people say, oh, when so team comes for your player, that player is gone. Like Chelsea is renowned for an image of overpaying. Same as Manchester United. Arsenal are renowned for an image of being frugal. Or you remember the 40 million and £1 has been on serious when it comes to transfer. We went to town, we picked our target as Declan Rice, and we slapped the money on the table and said, this is it. We blew Manchester City out of the water. That is a statement of intent to every team in the Premier League. We're telling them that we are back. We're here to stay. We're here to fight. In the course of trying to explore what Declan Rice means, or what the signing of Declan means to Arsenal, I want to take a two-pronged approach in the sense that I want to look at Declan Rice as a footballer, his footballing quality, what he offers to us, and Declan Rice as a person, as a man, as a human being, as an individual. Declan Rice, as a player, he offers drive. If you've ever seen any clip of Declan Rice, or if you've ever had the privilege of watching Declan Rice live, what you notice is when he goes on these marauding runs, it tends not to lose the ball. Like, I've not seen one clip, if you have, please send to me, of Declan Rice going on these runs and losing the ball. Like, runs from deep, from centre back, it breaks the line. You have footballers who have the ability to have line breaking passes in between the line, right from the sixth position. Thomas Partey, yeah, he's pretty good at that. Rodri is decent at it. When you go to people like Real Madrid, you have Toni Kroos. Always, he breaks the line consistently, just in between. And what that does is it opens up the pitch. But what happens when you're playing in cramped spaces? You need players with either fleet foot or players with just power. They just power through. And what I noticed about the research on Declan Rice is he has a mentor. Some of the players that he looked up to was Yaya Toure. And if you remember anything about Yaya Toure typically every single game makes these deep runs, right? He just picks up the ball and everybody just bounces off him. That is a very, very difficult skill in football from central midfielders. That is dribbling. People don't understand. People think you have to do some skills to dribble. No, dribbling basically means the ability to beat a man, the ability to go past a man. And what dribblers do for you from central areas is they create chaos. If Yaya picks up the ball and drives through the midfield, right? People are drawn out of their positions. Xhaka can't do that. Granit Xhaka is slow, but he has an engine in the sense that he doesn't get tired. He goes 90 minutes, and his passing is somewhat metronomic. But Declan Rice will pick up the ball from anywhere in the field and just drive. He would attract players to him and either slips a pass to people like Martin Odegaard, who are now in acres of space. What that does is it's going to give more technical players in our team more time on the ball. You tend to have more time on the ball and you tend to be able to make better decisions because you're under less pressure. Ike Godogan at Manchester City does this, but he doesn't do it to the level of Declan Rice. De Bruyne, yeah, can be powerful sometimes. He does it on and off. But Declan Rice is a powerhouse of a footballer. Another set of skill he offers when it comes to his footballing abilities in interceptions. He ranks like way high on the interception chart, probably the highest in the whole of Europe. That is absolutely incredible. What that means is he tends to win the ball whenever he goes for a tackle. He tends to get nothing. Yes, I don't think he has had any red card for a while. I think he's only had one red card in his Premier League career. So you have a player who is going to win a lot of balls in defensive transitions. He's just going to clip the ball from the opponents and start the attack quicker. Sorry, the attack just becomes quicker just because of one player wins the ball, releases the ball, or goes on these long drives. So he ranks highest when it comes to interceptions. Yeah, he ranks highest when it comes to deep runs from midfield. He's 6'2" tall, so we have more height in the midfield. He's an excellent ball carrier, one of the best in the business. He has a good shot on him. He doesn't shoot enough, but whenever he shoots, he tends to score, he tends to test the keeper. So we need more goals from deep because most teams are going to sit back and just defend against Arsenal. So Thomas Partey improved his goal scoring from outside the box. I think he scored 2 goals this season. There was one against Tottenham and one against Nottingham Forest at home with the cutback from Nelson. And that's about it. But he also skied a lot of balls, like took some shots from really good positions that were bad. So you have added threats from that side of the pitch. Martin Odegaard scored a lot of outside the box goals last season. I think he has the highest in the Premier League last season, 3 goals or so from outside the box. So now you have added threat from outside the box because it tends to score most of his goals from outside the box or deep run into the box, which means we have extra body joining attack and arriving late to score more goals. But he's going to score more goals at Arsenal, 100%. But those are his qualities as a footballer, and those are qualities that we don't really have in our squad. We don't have players who are adept at tackling consistently. Declan Rice is incredible. A great tackler, a great interceptor of the ball, a great ball carrier. Those 3 qualities are missing in the squad. Most of our players want the ball to feet, pass, move, pass, move. You need a variety of those skills to come together to build a winning machine. Now let's profile Declan Rice as a man, Declan Rice as a person, Declan Rice as a human being. If we're going by everything we've heard and how he's conducted himself throughout his entire career, what we've come to notice is this is somebody of elite conviction. An example would just be him choosing Arsenal over Man City. Make no mistake, he chose Arsenal over Man City. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. If Declan Rice has said, I'm not going to Arsenal, Man City are going to cough up the money to sign him. His preference was Arsenal from the get-go. He wanted to join Arsenal. He even said it in a statement that he's noticed this building process under Mikel. He was convinced earlier by Mikel, and he just wants to join this team. He wants to bring this team back to winning ways. If you go to Man City, no matter how good you are, unless you're Lionel Messi, you're just another body, another excellent footballer. They've won so much that whatever they win going forward is inconsequential. How do you beat a treble season? That's impossible. But coming to Arsenal and helping Arsenal, for example, to win their first title in a very, very long time shows somebody who has character, shows somebody who has conviction in his ability, shows a leader of men. He is a leader. On the football pitch, you want 2 kinds of leaders, in my opinion. You want your technical leader in the terms of the skill sets, the setting the tempo, and we already have that in Martin Odegaard. He has the captain. Martin Odegaard is the captain of Arsenal Football Club because he mirrors the manager, right? Martin Odegaard is in the mode of a Mikel Arteta, a cerebral person. Everything about him is technical, telling the players where to be, Telling you remember Martin Odegaard pointing to Albert Sambi Lokonga when we played Manchester City in the League Cup. He was screaming at Lokonga to fall into position. So the tactical and the technical side, he understands that perfectly. He's the leader of our press. He just has an amazing football brain. Now, there are also the other side of leadership when it comes to reverence, when it comes to fear. Not fear in the sense of, oh, I'm scared of my teammate, but you just don't want to disappoint some players. You don't want to disappoint a Patrick Vieira. He's a leader that doesn't even need to say one word. You just know this is the man. Declan Rice has that thing about him. He has that presence. He has that sense of, I am the one. I'm the one you want to follow into the trenches. He has that Roy Keane vibe about him. Says the right things, knows how to bring the fans along with him. He commanded the entire fan base of West Ham. That is very rare in football, where all the fans are unanimously with you. The fans, the coaches, the stadium, the every single person, they revere you. He has that about him, and I think in a not too distant future, he could become the assistant captain, and maybe become the captain. But he has that leadership skill about him, that human side, that kind of player that might bring out another extra 1% from you. Because at the elite level of football, 1% is a lot. 1% could mean you time your tackle perfectly in the 18-yard box to prevent a penalty. 1% could mean you place your shot, it hits the bar and it goes in. Just 1%. Maybe an extra 1% could have made us win the title last season. So now we have both our technical leader in terms of Martin Odegaard and our human leader, the leader of leaders in Declan Rice. He might not be the man with the armband, but he's a man that you want to follow. So this team building has come full circle. I think we are arriving at the right moment when we need to challenge and to win major trophies. You want to go into Premier League next season and you want to be feared. You want to get into the tunnel and you have Declan Rice standing behind Martin Odegaard, standing behind Aaron Ramsdale, and you have your team. You have Bukayo Saka, Martinelli, you have William Saliba, 6'4", you have Gabriel Magalhaes, 6'4", you have Kai Havertz, 6'4". You have these giants, and they're not just giants; they're technical giants. Kiwior, that might be a player. That might be a very, very surprising player for the season. I'm seeing some brilliant positioning and brilliant ability from this player in preseason already. I watched the Nürnberg game. It was sensational. We're here. The project has finally gone bang. Thank you so much for having me, guys. Like the video, subscribe, and share with your family and friends. Do have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Goodbye, and stay blessed.